Sir, well, trespassing. Okay, we own the place. So, at minimum, I don't know if you can arrest it, but we can at least trespass him.
Okay, we'll figure it all out and then
we'll be at the office.
Okay, thank you. When did all this take place?
All right, so this started like almost 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago. Okay.
Yes, the guy disappeared like for 3 weeks.
Why'd he give you the money?
Because he bought me some dolls. I had some collectible dolls.
He bought dolls.
Yeah, like high school monster girls. And it was brand new dolls. So the guy gets close to me, right? And he's like, he's telling me, he's like, I'm interested in the dolls. How much you got them for? So I told him, well, they're really expensive. Each of them, they go like for $80, And I said, they're really expensive. And that's the reason why I won't let them go like that. It got to be a deal or something, I told him like that. So the guy was like, he said, I like them all. It was $27. Yes. So he said, I like them all. And I said, I was like, I'll give you a deal, I'll give you a good price, just tell me how much you want to give me for. So he's like, how much you asking for? So I told him, I said, well, I'm asking 140 for all of them. I say like that, So he say, 140 is too much. And then he left. First he came with a kid, right? With a kid right next to him. Then he left, and then came back again. And then he said, so how much you asking for? I said, well, give me 140. So he said, well, I'll give you 130. I said, fuck it, take it, 130, So I'm helping him bag it up, bag all the dolls, put them on the bag, whatever, boom, boom. So I had another customer right here, right next to me, like looking at my stuff right here. So he gave me the money rolled up, like a $20 bill, a $10 bill, and a $100 bill, like all the way in the end, like rolled up in the end. And he handed it to me in my hand. So since I had other customers right here, I said, wow, but it was taking him a minute to pull out the $100 bill. He wouldn't pull it out right away. It was like he was looking to see what bill to give me, So I guess he knew what he was, trying to play stupid with. So I said, whatever. So he left. And then like a minute, like 1 minute later, I grabbed the money and I was trying to get my money all together, all the money that I was making here, I was trying to get it all together. Then when I opened it up, fake $100 bill, it says copy, it says everything. It's right there, the $100 bill's inside.
Yeah, and
then I showed it to him. I said, hey, what's up with these bills? Are these real? He said, that's fake, man. Where the guy at, man? Where the guy at? So I went all around the flea market looking for him like crazy, running around.
This all happened about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's about 3.5 weeks ago, almost 3 weeks. So I said, wow. I said, this guy disappeared. Like in seconds, I guess he knew what he was doing. And he wasn't nowhere to be found in the flea market. So I told the owner, they were the ones over here. They're such nice people, I told them, I said, so they told me they were going to check the cameras and everything, but I guess the camera over here is not too close,
Right.
So it was hard for them to, so they told me, they say, listen, next time when you see them, let us know, let's call the police on him, we're going to ban him from here, he's not going to be allowed to come here no more. So I told the lady, I say, but I want my money, at least my money, I want my dolls, one of them too, because these expensive dolls, he cannot go like that, Right. So I say, no, it got to be, and I got the $100 bill right here.
Yeah,
and he admitted that he gave me the money, but then he told me, no, I never pay people with no fake money. This is your money. He knew what the hell he was giving me. So don't play stupid like trying to clean your hands. And I said, let me hold on to that bill until I see him next time, man. And he just passed through here right now, and I looked at him. Then I told my friend right here, I say, hey, that looks like the guy who gave me the fake money, right? He said, yeah. He said, that is. So when we confront him, he said, yeah, he gave me the money. When we confront him, he said, yeah, I was the one who paid you guys, but I never paid with no fake bill. What's this thing? He knew what the hell he was doing. And he got lost, thinking that nobody was going to recognize him after that. Want me to stretch it up for you?
Yeah, I'm just. And then can you flip it around? Thank you. Yes, sir. I'll probably probably end up taking that with me.
Yes.
I gotta make a few
Listen,
phone
if
calls.
you gotta go to jail, let go to jail, man. Because that's worse, man. You don't do that, man. Especially with people trying to make hard working money.
That's what I'm gonna try and figure out. I gotta make a few phone calls real quick.
Yeah, go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
And also the same day, somebody make a complaint with the fake bills.
Yes, it was
I
like
think
almost
it's
2
not only
people
him.
complaining about
It's
bills.
maybe a group.
And I feel like he's one of them.
Working
He got to
together,
be
you know
one of
what
them
I mean?
paying the fake bills in here. Because they,
But you didn't see anyone with him besides his little kid. You said, right? At the day this
the
happened.
first time he was with a young kid, with a little chubby
Okay.
kid, But then the second time he came by himself, so that means he left the kid somewhere so he won't get in trouble. And
Now
he play
the kid
stupid.
is the kid like
He was looking like a 16-year-old kid.
So like a
15,
teenager?
50,
A teenager,
yeah.
okay.
So I guess he wasn't down with it, and I guess he stayed it out there. He probably told him, I'm gonna pay him for pay bills, Yo, just don't come with me. Like, so that's how you play it out. But he never do. This is a small world. This is a small town.
Yeah.
You don't freaking do that, man.
Yeah.
Especially when, I needed that money to fix my car. I haven't even fixed my car because of that. Because he really tried me.
Right.
I needed that money to fix my car. Now I don't even got the money. I'm still over here struggling trying to fix my car,
Right.
Like,
Okay, I'll be back. I'm gonna have papers for you and stuff to fill
Yes.
out. So just give me just a minute.
and if you gotta go to jail, take him to jail, man. I don't care, man. Well, I want my dogs back. One of them too, man.
Okay.
My dogs,
Yeah,
or you go to jail.
We'll figure something out. Okay.
We on the market. This is the vendor. This is the guy that
Alright, come talk to him. He's gonna talk to him. Alright, man, so what's going on?
Okay, so I think it was about a month ago. I walked by here. I come here every Sunday.
Okay.
And he had some Monster High dolls, and I asked him how much he wanted for them. He told me first it was like $5 a piece, and then he tells me, oh, give me $200, and I'm like, no, it's too high. So I walked away and went off. It was me and my son were here, and then I come back and I say, hey man, you said $5 a piece. If you add it up, it adds up to like only $120. I said, I'll give you $120 for the stuff. And then he's like, oh no, that's too much, or it's not right, or whatever. And then he's like, oh, okay, finally. I gave him the $120, but I don't even think I gave him a $100 bill that day. I don't recall giving him even a $100 bill. And I've been through here, and it's been over a month. And I come here every Sunday. You can ask the vendors. There's few vendors you can ask that I come to every Sunday, and I go talk to them.
Gotcha.
And they look
You
for
said it was
stuff.
about a month ago?
It was about a month ago. I'm not too sure, but I think he's trying to scam me. I believe he's trying to scam me. He's trying to say that I gave him a fake $100 bill, but I don't recall.
He's gonna talk to him. Alright, what is your name?
And I don't recall giving him $100. I think it was all $20 bills.
ESC.
So I believe he's trying to scam me.
I gotcha.
And another thing, I passed by already, and I went to talk to I went over there and bought these toys at the lady right here.
Okay.
I bought them toys. It wasn't until I come back that he didn't even say nothing to me. It was the other guy that said, "Hey, you gave him you bought the dolls and you gave him that $100." So I'm like, I don't even remember. I said, yeah, it was like $120, but he's like, oh, you gave him a fake $100 bill. I said, I don't do that. I don't give out fake shit. What the fuck? I don't give out fake stuff. And then I said, and I don't even recall giving them. I believe it was at 20s that I gave him. So I believe he's trying to scam me.
I gotcha.
So
Alright,
I'm like,
what's your date of birth?
and like I told him, I was like, I passed by here so many times already. Why today? And I said, and you didn't even mention it to me. It was your friend. And then he's acting real aggressive. You ain't going nowhere, da da da. And I told him, I said, you know what? Call the police. I'm about to call the police myself. You know, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not that kind of person.
Alright, that's one. You got a good phone number?
Yeah, and that day even my son was with me that day. You know, I don't do that stuff. I don't do that stuff. And like I said, I've come through here many times in the last month or whatever, and he ain't said nothing to me. And he didn't even say nothing to me. It was the other guy. Who's this guy right here? Why is he acting all aggressive like?
Alright, so get your information. You're saying you didn't pass a $100 bill to him?
No, man. No,
If anything, it would have been 20s.
It's 20s.
Alright. Let me just wait and see.
Yeah.
If you just hang out.
I think he's trying to scam me, honestly.
I got you.
Because like I said, I come through I come through here plenty, every Sunday I come through here. It's like I go to church and then I come here after church.
I gotcha. More than likely, there's not going to be anything we can do. I mean, if he's got the $100 bill and he has a picture or some evidence of you passing it to him, but as of right now, it's just.
I'm telling you, I think he's trying to scam me. I come through here every Sunday. I go to church and then I go here.
Damn shade out here. Yeah, I'd say go over there, but I don't know who this other guy is.
I don't know who that guy is.
There's no reason to be.
And
up
like
there,
I said, they were acting aggressive towards me, and I was like, dude, I don't do that. I don't do that.
Gotcha. What vehicle did you drive?
Right now? Yeah, I drove this parked over there.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I know. After this, I'm leaving because I don't want them to follow me around this place or even, But
Yeah,
I come here every Sunday. I come here.
That's probably best, honestly.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave.
Once we can figure out for sure what's going on.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here today?
Today? Yeah. I just walked in. I parked over there. I stopped at the lady. She knows me over there. And like I said, there's a lot of vendors that know me here. And I come in there and I look around her spot. And then I walked down to this lady. I bought the toys. I looked at them. They didn't say nothing. I walked back. He didn't say nothing. It was the guy next to him that said something about, oh, you bought the dolls. And then that's when he told me about that. I'm like, I don't do that. I don't do that. I said, I come here every Sunday since that day, and all of a sudden you want to say something today. I think you're scamming me, trying to scam me.
So you think you come every Sunday? So you think you've probably been here three times since then?
Yeah, since then, and like I said, I come through, I go to the lady right there, and then I walk back, and then I go off to the other sides over there, and like I told him, I said, I've been here, before already. Why don't you say something? I said, I even looked at you. I even stopped and looked at some of your stuff, and you ain't said nothing before. His toys, and it wasn't. I come back, and he didn't even say nothing to me. It was the other guy that said something to me, and I said, he's like, oh, you bought the dolls? I said, yeah, I bought the dolls. I said, oh, they're $100. I said, I don't remember giving you $100. I believe it was called 20s that I gave you. I said, you're trying to scam me. He's like, you ain't going nowhere. I said, you know what? I said, go ahead and call the officers because I'm about to call too. And I walked away. He's trying to follow me, telling me, oh, no, this and that. I said, look, I come here every Sunday. If it was like that, why don't you say something before? I said, I think you're trying to scam me. I was like, I don't do that. I come here every Sunday. I go to church, and then I come here about 12 o'clock after church, and I walk around. And like I told him, I was like, there's a few vendors that you can go and ask that I come here every Sunday, and it's like I even pass by here all the time because I go and buy toys from that lady right there. And I said, you ain't never mentioned nothing before. You seen me? I even stopped at your post, and you ain't never said nothing. Why today? I said, I think you're trying to scam me today.
Okay.
So,
yeah, if you can just write that on the paper. Skip this part.
Let me ask you something. The report was made, right? The report was made, right?
Yeah, it's documented.
You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that he probably got paid money on him. I don't know if you guys had checked on that or nothing.
Well, yeah.
I feel like he still got money on him, like big money.
Yeah.
Like for him to come around, because he knows what the hell he's looking for, big, like expensive stuff and pay people with them bills. That's what he's looking for.
Right. I'm gonna go make a few phone calls real quick, but I'll be back.
I'll check his wallet, man, straight up. Man, find out if you still got more bills in there. Man.
We'll figure out what it is exactly we are going to be doing. In the meantime, like I said, he is going to be trespassed from here, so he won't be coming back regardless. And then I'm going to make a phone call about all this going on right now.
Okay, so if we go through all this and whatever with the report and everything, that could be possible. Might be in court, right? Might be going to court for this.
Yeah, as in, are you saying like as in?
Because I know paying people fake money, that's federal. You know.
Yeah, so
better.
if like down the road, if he gets arrested, whatever, yeah, it's court. Is that okay, or like, are you okay with court?
Honestly, I just want my dolls back. You know, them dolls are really expensive. You know,
Right.
honestly. I don't know what's going on, but one of them too. You know, I need my dolls, or I don't know. I feel like he's just whatever.
I mean, I can ask. Now, I know it's been a few weeks, so I don't know if that could work. In the event, though, I just want to clarify, because in the event, I'd say whether it's today or if I have to do a warrant and put a warrant out for his arrest and arrest him later on, regardless, whenever he is arrested, like me and you will have to go to court, have a state attorney hearing. Like, it's going to be a process, but that's only if you are willing to do that. If you don't want to do that, we don't have to. And like I said, regardless, he's going to trespass from here, but that has to be up to you on what you want to do. Because if you're okay with court, we can go through with it. If not, we don't have to go through with it. I can try and ask him about the dolls. Since it happened a few weeks ago.
It's better for him.
Yeah.
If you're returning them back, they're making something bigger than what it is, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel like
I said, I can ask, but if he says, "Oh, I don't have them," or I gave them to someone else, I mean.
Or how about if he give me his money right now, you know, at least or something. I need something, you know. I cannot let him go.
Right. Well, I can't force him to do that. Like I said, I can ask,
No,
but I
you
can't
talk to
force.
him. Yeah, listen, man. He's willing to work out something with you, you know, to see if you give him more money, or you know, if not, this is gonna get to something, you know, it's gonna be a case.
Right.
You know, so he got two truths.
Yeah, and I have that DVD over there explaining everything to him. So I'm just gonna verify though, what is it exactly that you want to do?
I need my money. That's what it is.
Okay.
I want him to take that fake money and do whatever the hell he wants to do. But that's bad.
Right.
That's wrong what he's doing with it. You know?
Okay, so worst case scenario, I go ask him. He doesn't have the dolls. He don't have the money. What would you want to do?
Then we go with this.
So you're gonna be okay with the court and all that stuff?
Yeah, I'll go and pick up the report, and then from there, if we gotta.
Well, to help you out, the court and everything, they'll already have the report, so you won't even have to pick up the report.
Oh, okay.
So like, they will reach out to you, and I'll reach out to you, and we'll set a date and a time, and then we'll talk to the attorney, and then basically explain the case, and then from there, that's when they do.
That's why we gotta let him know, you know. Tell him it's gonna be a case. If he don't cooperate and do the right thing, you know, the way it is, then it's gonna be a case.
Okay.
And this is what we gotta tell him, you know.
Okay.
I need my money, or if you don't give me my money, then it's gonna be a case. Simple as that. Just tell him like that.
Okay.
If you don't give me my money back, then I'm doing over. I'm going for this.
Okay. Alrighty. I will get that taken care of. You don't need this. And I'm still gonna be back, so I'll come back and talk to you. Okay? Alright. And that's on real quick. You've never seen this before? This $100 bill? Hold on, if I can get it out.
Oh, hell no. I ain't never seen that. Why would I pass him like a fucking dollar bill like that?
I'm just asking, so you
No,
never seen.
no, definitely ain't never seen that one. And like I said, I believe I paid him in 20s that day. I would remember a dollar bill like that. I wouldn't even pass that out. I would have took it to the bank and changed it.
Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to scam me. Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yeah, he's definitely trying to scam me.
So we're obviously, I'm getting told one thing from you, getting told one thing from there. It's conflicting statements. However, regardless of this situation, the owner did tell me and approach me that he does want you trespass. So if you come back to any of this, in the parking lot, inside, outside, you will be subject to arrest, okay? But that's the owner.
One of my peace places, man. This should be him, man. He's trying to scam, man.
Oh, I'm gonna go talk to the owner now, and it might end up being that.
He needs to bend him.
But
he's trying to run a scam, man. This is my piece, man. I come here, I walk around, I buy my toys. And that's the lady that I bought the toys from right there. I come every Sunday, man. Every Sunday, I have like 3 or 4 other vendors. I said, even my mother-in-law works here. Even them over there that are over there staring, they know me. I don't pass out no 100 fake. All right, I'm not like that, you know. I said he's running a scam. He's the one that should be trespassed, man. And honestly,
Just to save yourself from any
leaving,
type of
man.
trouble, though,
Yeah.
don't come back.
No, I'm not
now
coming
later
back.
down the road, if the owner says you can come back, you can come back. Okay,
Yeah, man. Tell him, man. He needs to.
yeah, I'm talking to the owner
He
now.
needs to be
He's
mad.
gonna just make sure.
Why would he even accept a $100 bill like that? You know what I mean? All tore up and stuff like that. You know, like
That's why
I wouldn't
it's-
even pass that.
As
man.
far as that situation, that's why we're not doing nothing with it. However, just like I said, a separate situation. The owner did want you trespass. Okay, but I'm gonna go talk to the owner now.
I'll stay out of the place. I'm not trying to get him, man.
I'm gonna walk with you down here
Yeah,
just to make sure
no,
you're all good.
Yeah. That sucks, man. I really this is like my peace time, you know. I go to church and then I come here and just walk around, you know. And
Yes, sir. I understand.
yeah, this is like
It's just one of them things. I mean,
peaceful time right here, you know. And now this is the only flea market that's open, so that even makes it worse, you know.
yeah. This you right here?
Yeah.
All right, man. Just take care. Like you said, just don't come back here. Because then if they call and say, hey, you're here,
Please tell the owner, man, that he's the one running the scam.
I gotcha.
You know, I hate, you know, I'll stay out of here.
I appreciate it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Given everything, because obviously I'm doing one side from you, I'm doing one side from him, and the time that has passed, what I'm gonna do, I can't make the arrest now, but I'm gonna apply for a warrant for his arrest. So basically, if the attorney thinks it's good, he's gonna have the warrant, and then we'll just go and pick him up on the arrest or on the warrant. Okay.
He already knows about it?
No. But he is also banned from here. We already told him. So if he comes back, which I'm gonna tell the owner, but if he comes back, he'll be arrested.
Okay.
Also. But in the meantime, we have to wait. So I'm gonna type the warrant up. They won't see it until tomorrow because today's Sunday. So tomorrow they'll see it, and then maybe by Wednesday we'll know if it either got approved or denied. If they deny it, that means we don't have sufficient evidence, pretty much. Now, that's what I was gonna say. Did he physically see? He said he saw, but did he see exactly what bills?
Yeah, he was there. We was together when we stretched up the money.
So okay, so he saw the 100. He saw the 100. He saw the 20.
He was the one who told me right away. He said, "This is fake, man." And then that's when I started looking around for him like crazy, you know, because he was the one who told me it was fake, you know, so he knows about it.
So then, what is? He got the dolls. He bagged them up. He paid you.
Yeah.
From the time there, did anyone else make any purchases from the time he paid you to the time you realized that it was fake? Did anyone else give you money? Did anyone else pay you?
Just him.
Just him.
Yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that. Okay. So
It was him, yeah.
there was no other purchases.
And
or nothing.
it was weird because he passed through here down that way, so I'm looking at him, you know, I'm sitting over here looking at him, I'm like, what's the dude? He's took my balls, you know? So I told my friend next to me, I said, hey, you see that guy right there with the yellow shirt? He said, yeah, what happened? I said, no, that's the dude right there? He said, yeah, that is him. I said, yeah, I know it is him. And that's when we stopped him. And we told him, listen, you remember the dolls? And then he said, yeah, I remember them. And then he said, so you pay us with a fake $100 bill, you know that, right? He said, no, I never did that. Come on, you did, man. Don't play stupid, man. You know, like, and when he first came in here, he was with a young kid. And then I guess he left and came back by himself without the kid. So I feel like he knew what he was doing. He probably told the kid, stay over here, you know, I don't want you to get in trouble or something. You know, he wanted to do it like in his way, you know? But the way he did it, it was wrong because he was gonna find out, you know, what type of bill he had, you know? So that's wrong. You don't do that. And he admitted it. He's admitted it too, you know? We told him today about it. He's admitted it. He's like, yeah, it was me. But I never paid nobody with fake bills. I said, okay. That's when I called the police. I said, hold up, you ain't going nowhere. And they even throw a picture and everything. I said, you ain't going nowhere, man. He was sitting right here. I was sitting over there. I came outside. I said, I grabbed his ass by his shirt, man. He ain't going nowhere. I'm sorry to say that. So I said, and then that's why I was watching him until you guys got here.
Like I said, we're gonna we're gonna see what the state decides, okay?
Yeah.
And then we'll go from there.
I know you guys did a good job, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate
Yeah, no problem. Hopefully we can get it squared away and
Yes.
worked out, okay?
it. You guys did a good one. Thank you. Appreciate
Thank you.
it.
Thank you, guys.